Morning Internet. Today we're going to head off to a city in the center of China called Xian. Now, Xian is sitting here almost in the middle of China, as you can see on the map there. And Xian's history dates back a very long time. It became the cultural and political center of China as long ago as 11 centuries before Christ, with the founding of the Zhou dynasty. It also was the second biggest city in the world about 120 years before Christ, with only Egypt being bigger. And then in the year 690 to about 840, it was by far the biggest city in the world, with at that stage already more than 1 million people living in Xian. Didi has just dropped us off here at the station at I don't know which station, we'll find out just now. We'll find our way inside and then we're going to tackle the metro. We're heading for the center of Xi'an on a Saturday morning. This is a much better plan to get off the Didi or out of the car and get onto the metro. Now, Xi'an, as you have seen in the previous episode, is also the home of the terracotta warriors, and it was under this Qing dynasty in 221 to 206 before Christ, where China was, or the modern China was born. And the founding member Liu Bang of the Han dynasty established the capital of Chanang country in China. Now, there was a couple of 100 years of unrest then, and the Sui dynasty reunified China in 582, as I said, shortly after it became the biggest city in the world. And the emperor of the Sui then ordered a new capital to be built in the southeast of the Han capital called Daxing. It consists of 3 sections: Imperial City, the Palace section, and Civilian section, with a total of 84 square kilometers within the city walls. At the time, like I said, it was the largest city in the world. The city was renamed Chanang by the Tang dynasty in the mid-7th century. After figuring out which station we got to get off this train, we settled in to enjoy some of the scenery before we go underground. We're coming into the next station where we got to change lines now. Got to change to the red line. Oh. Not always easy to figure out where to go next, as most of the signs are in Chinese, but if you follow the color codes, then you get there. Sometimes we did get on the train in the wrong direction, though, then we had to turn around again. A lot of people, yes. And we go to line 2. One thing that China has is a lot of we're exiting the underground, and now we gotta go up the stairs here because it's broken. We're gonna walk to our hotel, book in, and then we'll become tourists for the day. We took the wrong exit. We have to go down again. We can't get to the hotel. Way down. Eventually found the right exit, so we are now on the way to the hotel. Now we're hungry. We're just going to find some place to eat. That survived COVID, etc. We're gonna try Lembach for a nice German meal. We're hungry now. I'm gonna just sit here next to the wall and have a nice meal. Late afternoon, we decide to take a leisurely walk on the inside of the ancient Xian wall. The ancient wall is around the ancient city, and we'll tell you a lot more about it in a future episode when we will go around the wall, on top of the wall. But outside the wall is the water as normal, which they keep quite clean. And we're just taking a walk on the inside of the wall, and we're going to try and get up to the Muslem street and see what's going on there. The Stadsport. We're entering into the inside of the wall. Now you can see the real impact of it. This was the inside of the wall, the inner city, old ancient city of Xian, and this was the wall. So we're being joined here by a Chinese princess who's joining us. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Hulle het alles oorgebou. Ja. Maar nou hier 'n proper Chinese stad. Daar is 'n pagoda. Now the idea of the bicycles is that you can just rent this bicycle and it is equipped with a GPS, so you can just pick one here, scan the app, take the bicycle, go with it and leave it wherever you want to, and it will be found and brought back. Now when this idea was born years ago, and they listed this company, and the day they actually opened the business, the company was already more than $1 billion strong. Guess what will happen with these bicycles in South Africa? Bicycles, 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 more bicycles. Now the different colors of the bicycles, obviously different companies at cashed in. You can see this guy in front here. He is now collecting yellow bicycles to redistribute them. So he's picked up a lot. So now we are finding another bunch of princesses. We're not sure why they are princesses, and they're not very friendly with us. And here is a very important place. Okay. We are at Starbucks, and this is our first stop. More princesses sitting here. I'm not sure what this is all about. Out of the street again after a refreshing cup of coffee, and this time we're heading down towards the center of the inner city, towards a bell tower. This bell tower was built during the Ming Dynasty in 1384, and it's one of the most impressive preserved bell towers of its time. It's right here in the geographical center of the city, and the tower dazzles with its bright colors and ancient architecture. We're going to walk around the outside and then we're going to try and get inside, but there's so many people, I don't know if we're going to get it right. So to get to the bell tower, we got to go underneath the street. It's a whole circle underneath the street. And also this corridor feeds to the various underground stations. And this is now the absolute center of the old Xian. The bell tower is the center in the old ancient walls. Well, as I thought, there's just too many people and we can't get in. So all the tickets are sold out. So we say goodbye to the bell tower and we're going to head off to the Muslim street. Now, I think there won't be as many people, but here we're going to try and take a walk through it. Raak honger. Gaan nou eers 'n bietjie. We gaan nou eers 'n bietjie sikwa koop hierso. Die vrugte is pragtig hier. Kyk net hoe lyk dit.
How much?
10.
10. Yeah.
Honger geweest. Cheers.
Cheers, hot.
Cheers. And there's always millions of people here. We're going to walk down here now and see what is done here. The Muslim street has its roots during the Tang dynasty. And Xian at that stage was the end of the Silk Road, which led to the city be heavily influenced by Arabic culture. Now, the Muslim street is basically a snack and commercial street situated in the center part of Xian. And there are about 10 mosques in this area. The biggest one is a great mosque. Now, we're not going to visit it. We're just going to take a walk down the street. Now, there's a lot of people here. There's always a lot of people here coming to just look at the Muslim street and experience this. You can just see the people around us. And basically, the Muslim street, after the rise of the Song dynasty, after the Tang dynasty, or between the Tang dynasty, there was 5 dynasties to the Song dynasty, and the Muslim population started to reside around this street. Later in the Ming dynasty, the town hall of Xian was located right beside the drum tower where we'd just been, which was a traditional use for timing quite close to the quarter. Large number of wealthy merchants started here in the Muslim community, and then following the Ming dynasty, the 3 mosque and 30 blocks pattern was formed in the Qing dynasty. Eventually, during the time of the People's Republic of China, the Middle Mosque and the West Mosque were built, and respectively, then later on, most of the religious activities in the mosques has ceased, especially during the cultural revolutions. Now, there's typically still a lot of Muslim residents living here. They live all over around the street. And same as other Muslim people in Chinese citizens, most Muslim residents in this area conduct family-based businesses. Approximately 70% of the local residents in the area work in private businesses. Now, in addition to the religion and ethnicity, the attachment of the Muslims to the Xian Muslim quarter has much to do with the commercial opportunities in the area. As mentioned earlier, most of them has family businesses here. And therefore, they live here, they do their business, and they do it well. As we walk through here, we're just going to taste some of the beef and the lamb stew of bread. We're going to look at the wooden cases, mirror cakes, and the steamed soup dumplings. But yeah, so many people here. I wonder how far they get. And it goes on and on and on.
非遗实验室马上开园，真人演出实景体验，要看实验器。
Now, here at the end of the Muslim street, we found the drum tower. Now, the drum tower was erected in 1380 during the early Ming dynasty, and it stands towering here above the city center. Now, the drum tower got its name from a huge drum located within the building, and in contrast to the bell tower, where the bell was stricken at dawn, the drum was beaten at sunset to indicate the end of the day. On the drum tower's first floor lies a hall which hangs many, many large drums. Each is decorated with intercitic and beautiful Chinese writing which symbolizes good fortune. The impressive array of drums are only a show, and visitors are not allowed to touch any of them. But there is an extra drum near the front entrance where visitors can pose for pictures for a small fee. Inside the drum tower is also a drum museum where a variety of drums are on display, some of which can be dated back thousands of years. There's a drum show performed here every day, but today we can't get in here. There's just too many people. We'll have to come back on another day. Now, the lion plays a very important role in China. In front of every big thing there's this lion. On the left as you enter is the lioness with a cup underneath her feet. And on the right is the male, and he's got a ball under his feet representing the earth under his feet. We exit the inner city through the wall at the western exit, and it's becoming quite dark now. So, we're going to go look for a beer at the Irish pub, Craig. I don't know how you actually pronounce it. And while we're getting there, the beautiful lights of China is just lighting up all around the river, and just some beautiful sights to see. Just enjoy. We returned to our hotel after walking about 18,000 steps for the day. Quite tired, but yeah, Xi'an is just a beautiful city in daytime and at nighttime. We're going to end this video here. On the next video, we're going to take you to Dayanta. Then we're going to take you on top of the Xi'an wall. So we look forward to see you again. Please subscribe, like this video, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.